Hey y'all, welcome back to Poplar Creek Farm. So tonight I am going to be watering all of my plants. We bottom water with the solo cups. So we take the bottom cup off, we put water in that. The top cup has drainage, and then it also allows for the water to come up. I did just pot them up over the last 2 weeks into potting soil, so they should have enough fertilizer to last them a bit, but we are about a little over a week away from our last frost, probably about 2 to 3 weeks from actually planting. So I do want to actually give them a little bit of extra boost just so they grow a little more and do a little bit better, so we have a little bit bigger plant to go outside. So tonight I'm going to be using, it's GS Plant Foods is the brand, organic liquid fish and kelp blend. It's fish emulsion. This is made in the US. It's out of Florida, and it's OMRI listed, which is for organic foods or organic products. That's a special thing for them. So it's 1 tablespoon of this for every gallon of water. So I'm just using a little medicine cup, and I will pour it in and then fill them up with water, and then we'll feed our plants. FYI guys, if you're gonna ever use any kind of fish emulsion, it stinks. So be prepared for some stinkiness. That's why I'm happy they're in my basement and not upstairs. I watered some of my houseplants the other day and it smelled for a little bit. And you also want to rinse everything out really good after. You don't want to let it sit in the pots or in the gallon jugs or anything. It just becomes really, really concentrated and it's not good. It goes bad, and that's what's recommended on the bottle. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We have about 175 plants or so to water. So I have my husband help me. He takes them down, I water them, and they put them back. So I'm just going to show you guys how we're going to do the measurement real quick, and then we'll go ahead and start watering. And I got this off of Amazon. It's a 1 quart bottle. I want to say it was around $30, but this goes a long ways. It says to plant or to fertilize your plants every 2 weeks. I may fertilize them one more time before I put them outside. We'll see. It depends on how they're doing, but they might not even need it. So at this point, this will probably last me through this whole gardening season and even probably into next year some. All right, let's get started. Here, I'll flip over. Alright, so we finished bottom watering all 175-ish plants. I haven't actually counted them, but with how many cups we use, it's about 175. So we bottom watered all those and did the fish emulsion in them. So hopefully these plants will really start to take off. Some of them really have already. Let me grab one of my really tall ones. This thing, when I planted this 2 weeks ago, or about 2 weeks ago, between a week and 2 weeks ago, it was only like, I don't know, 2 inches tall, maybe 3 inches at most. This thing is huge. I mean, this thing is about 6 inches tall, and that's with burying it down. I buried it down when I planted it. So it goes to show that when your plants are running out of room in whatever they're potted in, whether it be a pot or soil blocks, when they're running out of room, hi Hunter, they need to be out-potted, and it makes a huge difference. It also made a big difference going from soil mix, seed starting mix, which is very low in nutrients. It's just meant to be what the seed needs when it sprouts. Once it germinates and it gets true leaves, it needs more nutrients. And that means the potting mix. That's why you have to put them in potting mix, because potting mix actually has more nutrients that feed the plant. You can leave them in a soil or a seed starting mix and just fertilize them, but in my opinion that's not the best method. I prefer to pot them up because they're running out of room anyways, and then also feed them, so kind of double it up. Again, not too much, but kind of just enough what they need. So I water these. I bottom water these about twice a week. Thank you, Hunter. About twice a week, and that's normally enough to keep them moist. There were a couple of the tomato plants that were getting a little bit dry, so I did water them a little bit extra. But other than that, twice a week is really all they need, because it takes a little while for them to absorb it all, and you want them to dry out in between. You don't want to have them saturated all the time, or then you're gonna have dampening off. So, you know, hopefully these start to do really well. I mean, they're already doing well, but hopefully they take off a bit more, so that when we put them outside, still, they are especially strong. So thank y'all for joining me tonight. Please like and subscribe and join me on the next one.